What is going on, Glitcher Gang? It's your boy Glitcher23 here, back with another reaction to Lowkey. This time we got the T Word Part 2 featuring Mai Khalil and Crazy Haze. It's been a while since I've done a Lowkey reaction. I low-key forgot that I had these requests sitting in my watch later. I got a couple more Lowkey requests to cover over here on top of the yearly list I've been doing for the past couple of years. So if you guys are new to the channel and want to see more low-key reactions, stay tuned for that. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment what you want to see next, share your thoughts and opinions about the track and my reaction to it by the end of the video. This is being streamed live for you guys on my Twitch channel, so I suggest giving me a follow by either looking me up or clicking the link down below the description. Really appreciate it if you help my community grow over there, just like here on YouTube. But without further ado, we should be far enough into the video where I can say the title, Terrorist Part 2. I did not mean to do that. Appreciate everyone being patient with me as I cover these low-key requests.
They're calling me a terrorist. We know who the terror is. Tell them that I'm not. They're calling me a terrorist. It's time to settle this. Tell them that I'm
not. Remix of the original hook.
I'm all about love and peace. Why you wanna trouble me? Tell them that I'm not. My intentions are clear to see.
First of all, allow my client Kareem Dennison simplify his messages and dissect the evidence that placed him on the terror list. Spread the lies of television. My client is standing accused of encouraging terrorism. He's promoting peace far from violent encouragement.
Okay, if I just had to take a guess off the jump, this sounds like Lowkey is taking the perspective of maybe his own lawyer and pleading his case towards the judge, towards the people who probably are labeling Lowkey as a terrorist himself after the original track, I would imagine.
Standing accused of encouraging terrorism. He's promoting peace far from violent encouragement. I believe it's unjust that this court has summoned him. How can one man rapping lead to terrorist actions? This misunderstanding merits a retraction. Accused of calling for a...
Okay, so that's exactly what it is. How can one guy rap and lead to terroristic actions? Okay, so that's exactly what he's doing. This first verse is from the perspective of Lowkey's lawyer pleading Lowkey's case for what people think about him after releasing the first terrorist track.
Attacks on military facilities. You can't equate violence with criticism politically. Where's the freedom of speech? It's just another young musician who is seeking a dream. My client is accused of inciting racial tension. He's half Arab, half English that I failed to mention. The media rendered, his reputation ruined. Think about how many youngsters he has influenced to quit a life of crime and do the opposite. Most of the man's tracks are completely devoid of politics. The evidence is unseen, the verdict is a done deed. How can you compare a song to invading a country? My client isn't hungry for the blood of the people. Since when?
How can you compare a song to invading a country? Oh, did the original track actually, like, there has to be some hyperbolization of some of this stuff, but did the original terrorist track actually cause that much controversy when it released? Like, because, these news outlets will make, like, a mountain out of molehill out of anything, you know what I mean? So, I wonder, y'all gotta let me know, because I believe him to an extent, I just want to know if Lowkey faced any actual legal trouble because of a song like that. Like, he wasn't making no threats himself. He was just pointing out the hypocrisy in the world with tracks like that and Abomination. You know what I mean?
devoid of politics. The
He's
evidence is
exercising his
unseen,
freedom
the
of
verdict
speech.
is a done deed. How can you compare a song to invading a country? My client isn't hungry for the blood of the people. Since when is making a rap song ever been illegal? No murder is done. The thing that drives this person is love. I rest my case to the jury and the merciful judge.
They're calling me a terrorist. We know who the terror is. Tell them that I'm not.
So far as a song, this one is honestly more interesting because it's like a storytelling track. And just as far as like listenability, like this one sounds more listenable. I like the sample of the Guilty being played. I believe this is Maya Khalil on the hook. Like as a song, this one sounds a lot better than part one.
They're calling me a terrorist. It is time to settle this.
But it has just as impactful or important lyrics as part one.
Love and peace. Why you wanna trouble me? Tell them that I'm not. My intentions are clear to see.
Sir, can you confirm you're the artist that's known as Lowkey? Are you aware the state has been building this case is so free? You claim that you're all about love and you promote peace. I'm here to prove that your hot speeches lead to cold deeds. Your lyrics are a virus infecting all the youths. You say whatever it takes to get a mention on the news. You're an insult to the people and offend the soldiers too. Objection, Your Honor.
Objection overruled.
Do you denounce the monarchy and hope for a republic?
Monarchy is inequality, systemic injustice. While you strangle Afghanistan and tangle with Taliban, our taxes have to pay.
Okay, so that sounds like Crazy Haze right here. Okay, so in this verse, he was going in as the judge on this one, talking with Lowkey, like who he's trying to get to confess to his crimes of what he did on the previous track.
My intentions are clear to see.
Sir, can you confirm you're the artist that's known as Lowkey? Are you aware the state has been building this case is so free? You claim that you're all about love and you promote peace. I'm here to prove that your hot speeches lead to cold deeds. Your lyrics are a virus infecting all the youths. You say whatever it takes to get a mention on the news. You're an insult to the people and offend the soldiers too. Objection, Your Honor.
Objection overruled.
Do you denounce the monarchy and hope for a republic?
Monarchy is inequality, systemic injustice. While you strangle Afghanistan and tangle with Taliban, our taxes have to pay for David Cameron's cameraman.
How can you compare spreading anarchy to spreading democracy?
Like you compare resistance to
Okay, so Crazy Haze might actually be the judge on this one. Because it sounds like Lowkey is rebuttaling towards what the judge is saying. Unless we haven't heard Crazy Haze yet, but that doesn't sound like Lowkey doing two different voices.
Monarchy and hope for a republic.
Monarchy is inequality, systemic injustice. While you strangle Afghanistan and tangle with Taliban, our taxes have to pay for David Cameron's cameraman.
How can you compare spreading anarchy to spreading democracy?
Like you compare resistance to extension of colonies.
Did you really refer to the US as an abomination?
No, I posed a question in reference to its domination. I scrutinize governments, you scrutinize.
Okay, so there we go. This is not only a response to part one, but also Abomination. And who knows where part two of that track, who knows when that one released. This could have been before part two even came out.
Of colonies.
Did you really refer to the US as an abomination?
No, I posed a question in reference to its domination. I scrutinize governments, you scrutinize songs.
Did you compare Predator Jones to suicide bombs?
Yes, and I question where such brutalized youth would rise from. It's true, I choose to write songs, but you can write wrongs.
But what if your questions equate to the spreading of hate? Is it true you labeled it?
Where's a concept? This track really reminds me of like Jay-Z's Dope Man. Like Jay-Z pleading back and forth against the jury, about how, and he even goes into that track, and the perspective of the judge describes his first three records as like doses of like heroin or crack or like a drug pretty much on the street. This is low-key reminding me of that track, and I really like the concept of this track, and honestly, like I said, the sound of this track is way more catchy than part one. You know what I mean? Nothing against part one, but that's diving into a political hole that I don't like to go nowhere near. This one is dealing with political issues, but is doing it in a unique way for me to enjoy as a hip hop listener.
Jones to suicide bombs.
Yes, and I question where such brutalized youth would rise from. It's true, I choose to write songs, but you can write wrongs.
But what if your questions equate to the spreading of hate? Is it true you labelled Israel a terrorist state?
Yes, cause it's based on the threat to erase an indigenous population you could never replace.
They're calling me a terrorist. We know who the terror is. Tell them that I'm not. They're calling me a terrorist. It is time we settle this. Tell them that I'm not. I'm all about love and peace. Why you wanna trouble me? Tell them that I'm not. My intentions are clear to see.
Please allow me to state the most relevant of facts. I'm charged with section 1 of
This would have been honestly a good song to have a music video for. I don't know if there is one. This is just what I have saved in my watch later. But if there is a music video for this track, y'all let me know if I should react to that.
Please allow me to state the most relevant of facts. I'm charged with section 1 of 06's Terrorism Act. It is alleged the music I'm publishing for exhibition all amounts to the encouragement of terrorism. My face was placed upon the news as a wanted person, cause it caused controversy when they saw my songs emerging. If I was commercial, would I have to ride all these hurdles? Raided my home, take my phone, put some spies in my circle. Not on it, no comment. I will never change my position, not in jail, but they gave me these stale bail conditions. And this is the
So he's like, despite everything, all the criticism, all the stuff that has all the controversy that has come his way since part 1, he wouldn't change anything, pretty much. He would still say the exact same stuff and stand where he does politically. I respect that. Like I said, always got respect for Lowkey. That is never going to change. I don't care whether I disagree with him politically. I gotta respect him for standing by his beliefs as strongly as he does.
I will never change my position, not in jail, but they gave me these stale bail conditions. And this is the part where the plot just gets sinister. They banned me from the city of London and Westminster. I do this for the rebels that do this without the medals. For Smiley Culture, Jodie McIntyre and Alfie Meadows. Before you throw it at me, have a look at your backwards book definition of terrorism. Columbus and Captain Cook, I can't lie, it's getting deep. Our lives are very cheap, and one person dies in police custody every week. They're editing my tracks, cause I'm telling them the facts. You're more likely to die like that than from a terrorist attack. When you try to fight the war, they will say you defy the law. Can't quiet me, this is R.I.P. for Brian Hall. We know the truth no matter what you tell them on the television. IMF, World Bank, economic terrorism. I refuse to produce chart nonsense, not a servant to the Zionist lobby like Mark Thompson. The BBC want me making music to impress crooks or doing shows on military bases like Tim Westwood. Murdoch might have the news, but me, I have the tunes. Your cameras move onto celebrities to distract the youth. Remember, this fact is true. When you point your finger at me, there is 3 fingers pointing back at you.
Honestly, this might be the best Lowkey track we've heard so far. I really like this one from start to finish. Like I said, part 1 was a little bit of a harder listen. I get it, what he was trying to do with that song, and I get that we wouldn't have obviously that track without part 1, but as a whole, the concept of the track, the different perspectives Lowkey was taking, the the message he was still delivering, the sample, I think her name was Maya's vocals on the hook, like production, everything about that track I think was done right. Like, that was probably the best track I've heard from Lowkey. Like, and I know we've been reacting to Lowkey like months apart from each other. Like, these reactions are months apart from each other. I truly do be forgetting that I have those requests saved there in my watch later because I'm working off of like an Excel spreadsheet, and I know I have Lowkey requests there from previous Lowkey reactions we've done this year. But that may just be the best track I've heard from Lowkey so far. Like, everything about that I really like and I respect. You know what I mean? Like, if I was a fan, a genuine fan of Lowkey, and I dove into his music, that would probably be like one of the best tracks, not only from that record, but from him as an artist. You know what I mean? So, but man, that was Terrorist Part 2. If you guys enjoyed and want to see more reactions, Lowkey, or any of the artists featured on this track, as always, do me a huge solid. Hit that like button if you enjoy, subscribe channel if you're new, comment what you want to see next, share your thoughts and opinions about this track and my reaction to it down below. And like I said at the beginning of the video, this is being streamed live for you guys on Twitch, so make sure you give me a follow by looking me up or clicking the link down below in the description. Maybe catch me react to Lowkey live in the future someday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.